972 for being a technical guy that you are.
Yep.
All right, I appreciate it, even though you don't got the tripod open all the way up. There, forget it. Leave it alone, bud.
There.
Now, what are we doing here, bud?
We got a door stand.
We got a door stand?
Yeah.
That's called a tree.
Okay, tree.
It's called a parts tree.
Okay.
All right, now this is a good situation that says, you know what? I'm here by myself. I'm working alone.
Yeah.
And what's this doing for us?
It's like a technical assistant.
It's like a technical assistant, robotic technical assistant saying, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
I don't fucking need you here anymore.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
All right, if you're a guy at home and you're doing a lot of work and maybe you might be doing some side jobs and you're painting some cars and you're having a good time and making a little bit of money, hopefully, out of your garage at home. That's right. That is possible to do that. But you're by yourself like my friend Pete. All right, you got your technical assistant that's here every now and then to help you out. But when it comes to painting can be a bitch. And a bitch is a bitch, especially when you're doing a car like this that has to be painted inside and out. Now, when I say inside and out, you can see that the fenders are removed, the hood's removed, the front cowlings are removed, and of course now we are removing the doors. The doors are being removed off of the car. And what the deal is when you remove these parts, you got to paint all the parts. Now, you got two options here. You can go ahead and paint all the edges of all the stuff and then bolt it back onto the car and then paint the whole car as one unit, or you can go ahead and paint the shell itself and then paint everything separate. And that's the way that I like to do it. I like to paint it separate because that way you don't have no tape lines, you don't have to worry about taping anything off, you don't have to worry about this, that, and the other. Your jams look really nice inside, and it's just a beautiful situation. But the problem that you have is when you paint all this stuff separate, you got to have a lot of stands. You got to have all these stands that hold all this stuff. So when you're painting it, you don't get fucking, like tape lines and stand lines, and you don't have to go back and touch it up with brushes and all this other shit from painting it separately. Like, here's a good example right here. If we were to paint this fender just like it sits on here, you can see how the stand is actually rubbing into the fender lip of the car, and then you're really not getting a good paint job that way because then you got dry spots here. And then also, if you look like the way it's sitting right here, you can see like on this edge here, yeah, it's not a good situation, but you know what? It's a durable situation, and you can do it that way if that's all you have. So basically, my friend Pete was sick and tired of painting stuff, especially doors. Doors are a bitch to paint. When I paint them separate, what I do is I put them on the stand over there, on that stand. Let me find the stand. Where are we at? There you are. So I'll put them on the stand, and then I will set my stand. I'll close my stand into a skinny situation, so when I set the door down, I can go ahead and paint all the bottom of it or the inside of it upside down and then paint the outside right side up. But we don't like that. That's a pain in the ass. I've been doing that for many, many years. And I decided to go ahead and break down and buy a new tool. Now what that tool is, it's called a tree. It's a parts tree. And I'm going to show you how this fucking works. And if you're a guy like me that's out there all by himself working alone, you might want to get this fucking tool. And it's going to save you a lot of time, energy, and force, and give you a nicer, high-quality paint job at the same time. Am I right? 972, hello, wake up!
Yes.
All right, can I ask you a question?
Right.
When I talk to you, can you go ahead and at least, acknowledge that I'm here, bud?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you thinking about our tool? Do you like it?
It's okay.
Yeah. Let's show everybody what we got and how it works, okay?
Yep.
All right. All right, so what we've done already is we went ahead and removed our hinge pins off of the door. We're not going to remove the hinges because we don't want to upset those. So we went ahead and removed the hinge pins, and then we'll replace the hinge pins with brand new bushings and hinge pins. the door's ready to slide off. And what we got here is we got a parts tree. This is called a parts tree where you hang your parts on it, and you can see how good it works. It's nice, it's easy, and it's durable and doable. And what you do is you hang your parts on there just like you see here. Now I already have one door hung ready to paint, and you can see all the access that you can get into it. It's an easy situation. We can paint the bottom of the door real nicely. We don't have to paint upside down and all this other bullshit. And we're also going to go ahead and paint it where the paint pattern is going to be the same as when we paint our car, just like this. So it's going to really, really work out good, and having one of these babies is really a treat to have, because you can hang hoods on it, you can hang fenders, you can hang doors. Basically any part that's unbolted off of the car, you can hang on this parts tree right here that you're looking at. And not just one piece, but you can hang two of them. We're going to go ahead and hang that other door on this side and show you how it works. And yeah, this is a pretty good operation here. I really like it, and it's well worth the money spent. Alright, so we got 972. Let me turn this light on here, clown guy. Okay, are you being a clown today? Not really. You're trying to do a good job, and you're doing a great job. Let's keep it up, okay? 972?
Yeah.
Are you being the technical assistant I need?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we got here, if you can stand back just a little bit, you can see that I got one door hung. Now, this is on wheels, so it will roll. Alright, they're not the best wheels in the world, but you know, what the fuck do you expect? So we're going to go ahead and turn this around, because I am going to go ahead and hang that other door by myself. And do you think that's going to work out?
No, maybe.
So you don't think I'll be able to? Now, one thing that you got to remember when you're doing this is, if you got a fully loaded door, and when I say fully loaded, come on over here, 972, show everybody we got the regulators, we got the door handle, everything's loaded in the door, so it gets a little bit heavy. So doing a door like this, it might take an extra hand.
Right.
But, and another thing is, we're kind of in a closed space here. If you notice, the car's right there, and you know, we're right here. But I'm going to go ahead and get this door hung. Let me get a good space where 972 can see how this is going. And what you got here is you got these three arms. Now, of course, they're adjustable up and down and in and out. You can see where this piece here goes this way, and then, you know, you can move this piece here, okay? And it's very, very important when using this to make sure that these are locked down real tight, because you definitely don't want the door to slam down to the ground.
Right.
Am I right?
Yep.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hang our other door here. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of speculate where this hook's going to be, which is going to be about right there. So all these tube clamps that you see here, there's 6 of them. And you want to make sure that that's real, real tight when you're using one of these parts trees. So we're going to start out with our door right there, and I'm going to hook it there. And then this one here, I'm going to leave where it swivels. And I'm looking at this action here, so I'm going to bring that out about right there, because we want it to be as far away as possible when we hang the door. So we'll go ahead and hang that right there, and then once I get that side hooked, I'll come over here, hold the door, line this one up, hook it, and tighten it, and then we'll go ahead and get the bottom lined up. Okay. How's that sound to you?
Sounds great.
Okay. So let's go ahead and get our door off. Now, last night I went ahead and took the hinge pins off. If you want to learn how to take the hinges off on these older GM cars, watch that video, how to remove your door hinges off your muscle car, and it's going to show you, my friend Pete, telling you how to do it at home the easy way. So, we got the window rolled down, we got the hinges off. Let's go ahead and unlatch it and get this door hung up on there, and hopefully everything's going to work out. You got a problem there, 972? You're stretching out, you got your hand in your pocket?
No.
It's an easy fucking day. Let's not bitch.
Not bitching.
Okay, can you stand back a little bit? Maybe, you know, get the whole picture here before I drop this bitch. There you go. You know, I'm sure everybody'd like to see the whole fucking door in action, not just, you know, 3 inches of fucking play action there. So we're going to get our door off just like that. Be very careful. This is a classic car. And then we'll take our door. And I'm going to go ahead and hook this side, just like that. Where's it at? There it is. And then once that side's hooked, we can go ahead and hook this side in. And then we'll tighten this one up. You see how I'm doing this, 972?
Yep.
Okay, and then the door should be able to swing by itself, just like so. And then on the bottom down here, if you look right here, can you see that 972?
Yep.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to push our door out to where it's straight. Do you see how I'm doing that with my knee?
Yep.
And then we'll pull this out. And we're going to bring this out. This is going to be like a prop rod that's going to hold it in place. So we'll get that tight first. And then we'll kind of get it to where we want it. Just like so. Do you see there?
Yep.
Okay, so we got two doors that are hung up, ready for paint. And they're going to be painted very nicely, if I might say it that.
Yeah.
But the real deal is that the parts tree is a good fucking unit. It's a unit that you can use at home in your garage, and the cost of it will pay for itself after your first job. So what I've done by using my parts tree, I have went ahead and freed up our jamb so we can paint this all as one unit. There won't be no tape lines at all anywhere. We got our doors hung, which we can paint those if it fits in the paint booth at the same time. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
When we're done painting those, we can actually turn around. Okay, and we can go ahead and paint our fenders next. So if you're a guy that's working alone and you need the extra hand that hands need, invest in one of these babies. This is called a parts tree. This is a body shop parts tree. There's several different companies that make them. The going price for something like this is around $2.99 plus tax. That's how much I paid for it. And I will tell you right now, this little item right here is well worth the money and will not be wasted.
And will make you money.
It will make you money. This is a profitable tool that's going to save you time and expense and make you money. You're correct. So there you go. That's just one more tech tip from my friend Pete to you. The parts tree. It's a parts tree that you can purchase at your local paint and body shop supply store. If they get too expensive, go on eBay and look for it. eBay sells them, and I believe on eBay you can get it actually cheaper than $300. You can pick it for about $250, but by the time you pay the shipping costs, it's going to be the same. I picked this up for $300, and let me tell you what, it's well worth the fucking money, and I am very, very happy with it. You can see the base is made very strong. These doors, I would say, how much would you say these doors weigh? All right, you're looking at about 75, 80 pounds here per door. So that's a lot of weight that you're putting on that thing, and it looks like it's going to work out very, very well. So now that we got our parts tree and we're ready to start painting, I say what we do is we back all this bullshit out. We get down the road and get this fucking thing painted so we can get the car down the road, get our money in our pocket, and go down the road to the next car that says, I want to get on the road. Did that make sense there, 972? Where the fuck are you at?
Right here.
Did that make sense? The road action?
Yep.
Yeah, it's all about getting down the road.
Right.
It's all about getting down the road and following the right path on the road that you're on.
Right.
Because if you're on the one-way fucking path on that one-way street, you're not going to go nowhere.
No.
Okay?
Right.
Doing something like that right there put me back on fucking track with all the rest of the traffic.
Yep.
And this won't put me in bumper-to-bumper traffic. This is going to put me out in front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing? You're going to get the broom and get in that paint booth and sweep that fucking floor. Let's get her going, bud. I want everything swept up. Look at all these leaves over here in the corner, dude. You haven't been doing your job, 972. Let's get her fucking cleaned up, bro. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. Keep it up. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, showing you tech tips of situations that arise and says, I'm here alone. Let me make the best of it, and hopefully everything will work out. I believe our parts tree is going to help us out and do a good job at that. See you later, and be watching for all the videos and check out all the videos on our muscle car makeover. This is the muscle car makeover right here, where my friend Pete takes you through every step and procedure of how to make your car over and do it the professional way, and to do it a high quality way that says I can take it to the car show and win trophies, or I can drive it down the street and be happy that I own my car.